This is a Their Eyes Were Watching God trailer by Odo, Will, Felipe, Emiliano, and Gary. Our theme is love and relationships versus independence. Now we are going to introduce our cast. First, we have Garrison slash Jody slash Logan. Then we have Felipe, Janie. Then we have Emiliano, Tea Cake slash every other character. Janie's grandma is scorning Janie about not wanting to marry and waiting for her true love. Janie's grandma believes Janie should just marry someone who will put her in a good situation in life. Janie's grandma tells Janie that she found the right man for her, an older man named Logan. They married shortly after. Janie really never was in love with Logan. He was just a boring old man to her. So Janie one day was underneath a tree. Page 10. She was stretched on her back beneath the pear tree, soaking in the alto chant of the visiting bees, the gold of the sun, and the panting breath of the breeze, when the inaudible voice of it all came to her. She saw a dust-bearing bee sink into the sanctum of a bloom, the thousand sister calyxes arc to meet the love embrace and the ecstatic shiver of... Bro! Janie was very bored for a while marrying an old boring man like Logan. But a little while later, on page 27, she met a man. Joe Starks was the name. Yeah, Joe Starks from in and through Georgie. Been working for white folks all his life. Saved up some money, around $300. Yes, indeed, right there in his pocket. Kept hearing about them building a new state down Heath in Florida, and sort of wanted to come, but he was making him money where he was. But when he heard all about him making a town, all out of colored folk, he knew that was the place he wanted to go. He always wanted a big voice, but the white folks all said no to him. With Joe's big plans to move into the all-colored town, Janie was very interested. Soon they would leave together, leaving behind Logan. A day later, they arrived at the all-colored town, where they met a very interesting man, and Joe Starks had a lot of questions. Page 33. "Where's the mayor?" Starks persisted. "I want to talk with him." "You's a mite too previous for that," Coker told him. "Us ain't got nothing with you. Ain't got no mayor." "Well, who tells you what to do?" "Nobody. Everybody's grown. And then again, I reckon it's just ain't about it, though. I know it ain't." "I'll think about it one day," Hicks said dreamily. "But then I forgot and ain't thought about it since then." "No wonder things ain't better here," Joe commented. "I'm buying in here and I'm buying in big. Soon we find some place to sleep tonight and got to call people over and form a committee. Then we can get things moving around here." Joe explained his big plans to the town, and things started moving along. He ended up becoming the mayor. Janie was sort of happy, but didn't like how Joe bossed her around at times. He was very masculine and didn't really like to let Janie be independent, something that Janie was very adamant about. Things got bad between Janie and Joe. Joe was very masculine over Janie, and one day Janie said something Joe really didn't like. A few months later. A little bit later, Jody died. Page 83. "Come Heath, people. Jody is dead. My husband is gone from me." The thing is, Janie didn't feel much sorrow like everybody else felt for Mayor Joe Starks at his funeral. Janie didn't even feel that sad at all. She felt kind of free now that Joe was not there to control her. That is where independence comes into play.
He's slammering and all, bro.
Janie soon found a man named Tea Cake. He wasn't rich, and he was not well off like her last two husbands, but he made her feel free and complete at the same time. She didn't have to worry about other things with Tea Cake. He was just an easygoing guy that knew how to make Janie happy. Tea Cake taught Janie about music and how to shoot, and about fishing every morning. Going with our theme, love and relationships versus independence, we talked about how Janie did not feel free with the first two husbands, but with her third husband, or not husband, but third relationship with Tea Cake, she actually felt like her own person, and she was learning new things. That's why he was the best for her. And it wasn't about being independent, but about finding someone that made you feel free and complete at the same time.